us any time. Well, and now let us just go to our first slide about the listening task, some personal details. And I guess you can't hear it full screen. I need to do it to re-enter one more time. So is it full screen now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Doctor.
Doctor, and we sent in WhatsApp.
Is it freezing?
Just send this in your WhatsApp.
Can you see it now?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So I would like you to I would like to speak about the structure of the questions which are presented here, which were used by the receptionist in the conversation to a patient. So there are some sentences that are so-called complex sentences, complex questions. So they consist of two parts. The first part is, can you tell me? This is the question itself. That is why the question mark is used at the end of the sentence. And the second part, what your family name is. Here, the order of words is a little bit different. It's not actually a question. Let us just, so clear around that this is just a gentle question, and why, so the receptionists or doctors should be very careful in asking questions. So because patients are vulnerable when they come into contact with medical professionals. So when taking a history, doctors and nurses or receptionists need to learn to ask questions in a way that instills confidence in patients and elicits accurate information. So the patient should feel comfortable talking to a doctor. And so as if we look at this structure of these gentle questions, they're the following. So they help to put the patient at ease, and the structure of the question is the following. Can you tell me what plus noun plus verb? What or who? It means that we reconstruct the direct order of words as if it is used in a statement, for example, or in affirmative sentence. So there is an example of a direct question here. What's your surname? There is a question with what, then we use the verb is and your surname, noun. This is the inverted order of words. So we use is before the noun. Is used before your surname. This is the direct question with inverted order of words. But when we when we ask a complex question, so we should change the order of words in the second part. Can you tell me what your surname is? Your surname is the noun, and the verb is moves from this place, what is, to the place after the noun. So after the surname, what your surname is. So this is the rule that, so we should make changes in the sentence to make it grammatically correct. And so also there were some short questions. So the receptionist just made the questions shorter, like instead of what's your first name, she asked to your first name. And instead of have you any other names and any other names. So it's also just possible. And now there is some detailed information about the changes that we can see in the indirect questions. So I would like you to be just to try to understand it, because one of the home assignments is about the use of direct and indirect questions. So you should understand this difference. And here in this chart, we can see direct questions. They are given to the left, and the corresponding indirect questions. So if we have a look at the first line, we can see the direct question is, where's the bank? Is used before the bank, before the noun. If we use the indirect question, we start it with, could you tell me? And then we make changes in the order of words. Where the bank is, we move is at the end of the sentence. We move is to the place after the noun. So this is the change we need to make. The next sentence, what time do the shops close? So you can see that here the question is formed with the help of the auxiliary verb do. And so auxiliary verbs, they appear in questions and in negative sentences, just to show that this is a question. When we change it into indirect question, we start the question with a phrase, do you know? And then we shouldn't use the auxiliary do in the next part of the sentence. Do you know what time the shops close? No do here, because it's not a question. Actually, this part of the sentence, this is some kind of statement. The next sentence is, the next question is the so-called general question. General question is the question to the whole sentence. Sometimes it's called yes, no question, because we can answer them this kind of question like yes or no. And so the question is there a bus stop near here? So, and it starts with an auxiliary is, because this is the order of words in a question. And when we change it into indirect question, so we start it with do you know? And we should add the word if. If we just involve general questions, we need to add if. And then we change is there to there is. So if there is a bus stop near here, this is the direct order of words in this part of the sentence. And the last sentence, the last question here, the last line here, this is also the general question. Does this train go to Victoria Station, for example? It starts with does, an auxiliary verb does, which shows that this is the question. And when we change this question into indirect question, we do not use does. We just omit does. And it sounds like, could you tell me? And as far as this is the general question, we also add if. Could you tell me if this train goes to Victoria? So we don't use does, but we still need to use es at the end of the verb, because we speak about train, and train is the third person singular. This is like when in the present simple tense, when we speak about he, she, it, we add s at the end of the verb. Is the information clear?
Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
Okay, good. And now we'll have a chance to practice. Okay. And here are several sentences, several questions that we need to change into indirect question. The example is given here, the first line here, where's the station? And when we change it, could you tell me where the station is? We move is to the place after the station, yeah? So please, let us just complete these sentences. Let us write the indirect questions individually, and then we'll check together. Okay, so just 2 minutes or 3 minutes to you to complete this task. Start, please. Is anyone finished?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, let us then start reading them, the sentences. I haven't spoken to Tala yet. Tala, are you here?
Doctor,
Read the first sentence, please.
the first one,
Yes, number one.
where do they live? That will be, could you tell me where do they live?
First of all, this is do you know? Yes, we start the question with do you know? Then, when we change the question to indirect, we do not use do. Like
It will be, could you tell
on the
me?
previous slide, no do. Do you know what time the shops close? And here, do you know?
It's where.
Do you
Yes,
know where?
where they live.
Exactly, right. Do you know where they live? No do. Yeah, good. So now please, Camille.
Khalil.
Teacher, it's Halil.
Halil.
Yeah, Khalil.
I'm sorry. Halil, please. Halil Mahmoud Kamil Yahia, right? Halil.
Yes, it's Khalil.
Halil. So the second sentence is for you, Halil.
Okay, is there a bank near here? It will change to can you tell me if there is a bank near?
Exactly. If there is, right, you are good. So the next is for Hanat.
Yes, teacher.
Is it your first name?
No, teacher, my first name is Quralai.
Rolai, please. Mhm.
The third question is, where can I buy some stamps? It will be, do you know where can I buy, do you know where I can buy some stamps?
Yes, now it's correct. Do you know where I can buy? First we use I and then the
And
verbs can
can.
buy. You're right. Okay. So the next
Doctor, you
sentence,
didn't ask me.
what's your name?
Nabil. Nabil.
Nabil. Okay, please, Nabil. The next sentence
Yeah.
is for you.
Number 4. Does this bus go to the castle? It will be, could you tell me if this bus go to the castle?
So this is the general question.
Yeah, and indirect question will be, could you tell me if this bus go to the castle?
Okay,
Goes.
and yes, goes. If this bus goes to the castle, now it's correct. Good. Okay, now please, Ahmad Sami is joining us. Now please, Abdul Rahman, the next sentence, number 5.
Yes, doctor.
Yes.
What
Sentence.
time do the shop opens? Do you know what's the time the shops is opened?
No is. You just omit do. Yes. Do you know what time the shops open? That's it. Okay. Well, the next is for Ahmad. Ahmad. Hello.
Yes, where are the toilets?
Mhm.
Could you tell me where is the toilet?
Look, the verb, there is a verb are here, and we should move it to the place after the noun, after the toilets. So could you tell me where the
Yeah, could
toilets?
you tell me where are?
Will you repeat, please? Yes? Ahmad.
Yes.
Will you repeat the sentence? Could you tell me?
Could you tell me where are the toilets?
Where the toilets are. We need to use are
Could you
after
tell
the
me?
noun. Where
Could
the
you tell
toilets.
me where the toilets are?
Okay, thank you. Muhammad Aib, please.
Yes, teacher. Number 7.
Right.
Is Susan at work today changed to do you know if Susan's at work today?
In your sentence, there is no verb in the second part. There is no is. I didn't hear it.
Susan.
Yes, I see now. Do you know if
Yes.
Susan is at work today? You mean this, okay?
Yes.
Good. The next is for Zaina.
Yes, number 8. Did Milan win last night? Do you know if Milan won last night?
Exactly, yes. This is a general question, so we need to add if, and we change win into won. If Milan won last night, okay? So, Manzil Hussein. Hello? Am I right in pronunciation of the name?
Yes, doctor.
So read the sentence, number 9.
Number 9.
Right.
Where did you park the car? Can you remember where you parked the car?
Exactly, where you parked the car. Okay. The next is for Mohammad Yam.
Yes, doctor. What is the time? Could you tell me what the time is?
Yes, good. So I think there won't be any problems with the home assignment with writing direct and indirect questions. And Now, I would like you to focus on the following slide. And just when taking the history of the presenting complaint, this is HPC, you as a doctor often should ask about pain, and we should complete the questions. These questions are about location of pain. Some of them are about the character of pain. So to the left, you can see the beginnings of questions, A, B, C, D, and so on. And to the right, you can see the ends of sentences of the questions. And well, our task is to match the beginning with the end of the question. For example, if we have a look at the first line here, question A, this is, where do you? Please read the phrases which are given to the right and find the phrase which can be used with in this question.
Get the pain.
Get the pain, yes. Where do you get the pain? This is the question. So please now let us just do it also individually. Everyone, please write the sentences, the questions, and then we'll check, we'll discuss them, okay? Just 2 minutes to you to complete the task. Start please now. Well, let us check. And so the second sentence, Nabil, can you read it?
Does the pain?
Yes.
I think it's constant.
Mhm. So who can help us?
Can I?
There-
teacher?
Yes, please.
Any
Yes.
I am
Spread or else. Spread any.
Spread
else.
anywhere else. Yeah. Does the pain spread anywhere else? Yeah. This is about just the place, the location. Well, now the next is for Tella.
Yes, does it wake you up at night?
Great, you're right. Thank you. So then, Halil, please. Halil.
Number D.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Can you tell me what the pain is like?
What the pain is like, about the character of pain. Huralai, the next is for you, please. Huralai? Hello? Is Huralai here? Anat Huralai, I can't hear you. Okay, what about Abdul Rahman?
Yes, doctor.
Read it, please.
How long have you get the pain?
Have you, we need past, the third form of the verb. Because this is present
Got the
perfect.
pain?
Will you repeat, please?
Okay, how long have you got the pain?
But we
Gotten?
don't have got, there is get the pain, and we've already used this in sentence A. Choose another option, please. How long have you? What can help us?
Okay.
Had the pain.
Yes,
How long had you get the pain?
have you had the pain? How long have you had the pain? Have had, this is the present perfect of the verb to have. Okay, so and now the Ahmad.
Is there anything which makes it worse or better?
Exactly, yes. This is about the trigger for pain. Mohammad Aib, please.
When did it start?
Exactly. The next sentence is for Zainab.
Okay, is there anything which brings it on?
Which brings it on. Good. Mandil Hussein. He is not here. I see.
Yeah, yeah. Is
You are
the
here.
pain?
Mhm. Yes, is the pain.
The pain constant?
Is the pain constant? About the how strong or the character of pain. Okay. So then there is Mohammad Piam.
Yes, doctor. Have you had the pain before?
Yes. Actually, so these are very detailed questions about the location and character of pain because the doctors need to understand it for just to make the right diagnosis. And
Listening to.
now let us have a look at the this slide, and here there is information about we are going to listen to some conversations between a doctor and a patient, and we need to understand what part of the body each patient is talking about. So in picture A, so this person is touching what part of the body? What do we call this part of the body?
Larynx?
Larynx or throat? Yes. Then B, this person is what's wrong with her
Thigh.
The thigh.
so leg, yeah, thigh.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So C, picture C.
The head.
Headache.
Headache. So the problem with the head. Picture D.
Stomach.
Pain?
Stomach. E.
Pain.
Waist.
Okay. Picture F.
The
Wrist.
hand.
Wrist.
Arm.
Picture G.
Abdomen.
And H.
Heart.
Heart.
Chest.
Heart.
Heart or chest. Yes. Now let us listen to the conversations and match each picture with a conversation.
Listening to. Exercise 2. 1.
What's brought you here?
My wrist is throbbing since I fell in the street.
Which picture is it?
F, doctor. F.
Exactly.
2.
Can you tell me what seems to be bothering you?
I've got a really sore throat.
Now,
C.
picture
A.
A.
A, doctor.
3.
What's brought you here?
I've been getting a kind of boring pain right here, which goes through to my back.
E.
It's
A.
D.
An elderly lady's talking, so this is
D.
picture D. Yes.
D.
Okay, boring pain. And
4.
Can you tell me what seems to be bothering you?
Well, it feels a bit tender, just here on my right side.
now,
It's
E.
E.
E, maybe.
on my right side, this is E. Sure.
5.
Can you tell me what seems to be bothering you?
I've got this gnawing kind of pain right about here in my stomach.
G.
G.
Yeah, it's G.
6.
What can we do for you?
Well, I've got this sharp pain up and down my leg.
B.
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 7.
What can we do for you?
I feel as if there's a tight band squeezing all the way around my head.
C.
C.
Picture C.
8.
What's brought you here?
I've got this crushing pain right here in my chest.
It's
H.
F.
Picture H. You are right.
H.
Okay. So now the patients are speaking about their. So they name just the part of the body where the pain is located, and
Listening to.
so here in these conversations, do you remember the 3 questions that were asked by the doctor? So the beginnings of questions are here. Can you think of the
What's
process?
your family name? What's your family name?
No. We are speaking about the this listening task.
What's your problem?
What is bothering you?
There was something about bothering you, yeah? About problem. Any more ideas?
What can I do for you?
Exactly. What can I do for you? This is very polite question, just is said by the doctor, just suggesting his help to the patient. So what about the other questions?
Can you tell me what brought you here?
Okay. So well, yes, we have about 1 minute left. That is why it means that we'll